What's going on, folks? Sir Charles Carey here, and I'm jumping on just for a moment. Normally, let's see, it's about 7 o'clock. Normally, I do my show today called "What's Your Come Up Story," but there's too much going on, so we preempted "What's Your Come Up Story" for a quick message. "What's Your Come Up Story" should resume normally within the next week or so for those that like learning about different people and learning about different subjects and how people overcome the obstacles to become the professionals or just to simply become the people that they are today. So the ending is really the beginning. That's our topic. At least I believe it's our topic because I've jumped on really quick because I'm still in the midst of doing some last minute final preparations. And if you don't know what it's for our 1 day conference called Clear Vision, seeing it before it's done, or before it's there, excuse me. Clear Vision, seeing it before it's there. Let me just make sure that what I am seeing, or that I'm doing the right thing, I'm online, and that it's visible. Okay, so I am on. I'm just going to share this out for those that are really taking a look at some of the things that we're doing. I've got a lot going on, so I'm multitasking, so to speak. I know you can't really multitask well all the time, but I'm going to do my best to do just that right now. Let's see, what else? So I wanted to come on first and foremost. I do want to thank the sponsors that we have for our upcoming event because you don't always have sponsors, but it's important when you can get people behind you because either they believe in your cause or they're doing something to add value to what you stand for. And I think that's really extremely instrumental. And many times we don't get a chance to, get that or have that in our lives. And I think it's important that we have that because everyone wants to be supported. Everyone wants to know that someone has their back. And so to have a sponsor when you're doing an event, especially something that helps other people, I think it's huge, 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 huge. So with that being said, I'm just going to get into who the sponsors are and what it is that's so pertinent about today's message. The end is really the beginning. Now, hopefully, I look. Yeah, I did word it right. So again, the end is really the beginning. What I'm talking about normally, right now, we talk about New Year's resolutions coming up because we're in October. We're almost at the very end of the month. And as you probably know, we got Thanksgiving, we've got Christmas, and then voila, it's New Year's or New Year's Eve, and everyone's shuffling about to hang out, to party. And for some of us, we're talking about how things are going to be different. And how things are going to be different, it's really up to us, which is why I say the right mindset is all you need. Without the right mindset, you can't get from point A to point B. You're going to probably find yourself in a similar, if not the very same space, the very same spot. So, understanding that the ending is the beginning is referring to the fact that the end of the year for most of us is the beginning or the beginning opportunity to do something else. But your end is always a closed chapter so that something else can begin, something else can start, something else can take up that space. And it's a growth process, if you ask me. And why it's a growth process is simply because I want to be the biggest, the best, the first, the most important in most cases. Not every single person, but that's just how we are wired as human beings, especially here in these United States of America. We're always pushed to be bigger, better, faster, stronger. No one can outdo us. Second place is never good enough. Well, I feel a little differently about that. I believe that sometimes when you miss the mark or completely fail, that's a great opportunity for you to learn. I know it's been a great opportunity for me to learn, and I embrace it. Not that I want to be bad, but it's a part of the process. Put it like that. Once as a kid, I can tell you this. I may have said this before. I played on a team, and we were 0 for 12. literally. And it was only 12 games in the season. So obviously that meant we lost every game in the season. Nothing to brag about. And of course, at the time, I felt horrible. Like most kids would. You get a chance to participate in organized sports. You get a jersey. You travel on the bus. You're going from one location to another location. You're competing, and you lose every single game. That's crazy. But that's my reality. That was my reality at that time. But the takeaway was the fact that even then, I was able to do something that thousands upon thousands of boys my age were not able to do, and that was play organized sports. I had a jersey. I traveled on the bus with other boys on my team, got to learn each other. We went and competed against other schools. And of course, we got to meet and learn some of the other boys from the other locations. Now, of course, again, no one wants to lose, especially as horrifically as we did, if that's a word, right? But no one wants to lose that badly. But you know what? It still was a wonderful experience to learn something. Imagine if I had never played on the team. I would have never competed, never had a jersey, never learned what fellowship was about, never learned many of the things that we all take so much pride in. That would have been a different experience as well. And I truly think it's a contributing factor to how I am today. I understand that, you don't always have to be as competitive, but society. So do your best to be your best because your best competitor is always looking at you in the mirror every morning. And that's a fact. So what I wanted to get on here today also to talk about, other than thanking our sponsors, which are Shoppers and Dunkin' Donuts and Rosa and the Wordsmith Speakers Alliance, I wanted to thank all of my colleagues that are working with me on this event, Dr. Brian Champion, Bishop David Sabatino, Coach Janice Thorne, MC, Marilyn Platinum Franklin. Did I leave anybody out? Janice, Bishop, Brian, Marilyn, and myself. We are going to bring the heat on this upcoming Saturday at the Hampton Inn in Camp Springs. Sometimes you never know what you're going to get, but when you want to do something for a good reason, your motives are pure, things turn out the way they're supposed to. So this might be, I can't say it will be, it might be the last you'll hear about the event until it happens on Saturday at 9, ending at 3 p.m. But I wanted to put an offer out there because I got a good idea to share something that might also inspire some other people and help some people. Again, I say the ending is really the beginning. And people like to, show up well in life. They want to be the best versions of themselves, but sometimes they just don't know how. They don't have the courage or the wherewithal to ask for the process, the steps, because understand everything in life is a process. Some processes are more involved and some are less involved, but regardless, it's a process. So you're going to learn about mind mastery, mindset, leadership, vision, and action planning, and things of that nature. And you're going to have access to 5 people, 4 in particular, with over 100 years of professional and credentialed experience. And this is one of the things I like about being able to pick and choose friends that are on a similar, if not same level. When you know what someone has to offer, it's great because you don't have to guess. You don't have to drill them or grill them on what they know and how are they going to, teach what they teach. You just go for it. You pick them because they've shown you. So for those of you that are definitely interested in growing and starting your year off with a bang, I'm talking about 2023. You want to start 2023 off and beyond. Start fortifying your skills. Start preparing your mind to take in some more pertinent data. Now, I know about the pandemic, and I know about the it being cold season, and I know about all these other things. But you know what? Those things are going to keep coming each and every year. So what I'm trying to suggest is that take advantage of an opportunity to get some information that's really going to serve you in a way that you can flourish from. So in 2023, I want you to consider, what am I going to do differently? What am I going to do better? And this event will help you have that clear vision. And all I can say is that for those that come out because of this video or anything else that I've shared, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you 25% off on our coaching program. The Wordsmith Speakers Alliance, we have a couple of coaching programs. One is called the Cure Intensive, and one is called Are You Afraid of the Crowd? So, listen, I can go into it more in detail, but I'm not going to do that now because it's not about that. It's just about, again, thanking the sponsors, acknowledging my colleagues, and putting this opportunity out to those that are interested. You can register still, go to Eventbrite, go ahead and get yourself registered, and then speak to me at the conference. I saw that video. I want to know what's the Cure Intensive about, or what's the other program. Are You Afraid of the Crowd? What is it about? And I can tell you right now, Are You Afraid of the Crowd is a communications program that will really make leaps and bounds in your understanding on how you communicate and the better way to communicate. And the Cure Intensive is a program that helps you learn about the communication as well as the leadership and all those things you're going to put together so that when 2023 and beyond comes, you'll have the opportunity of showing up as a professional and showing up, getting your questions answered as far as knowing what it is you stand for, knowing what direction you're going in, and being comfortable and confident in doing so. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off. Any questions, any comments, please put them in the feed. I'll get back to you. If you've already posted them, trust me, I will respond. I would like to get an opportunity of sharing and, again, responding as well as sharing anything that you may not understand or anything that I did not make clear. And with that, I say always, you got to radiate the brain and change the game. I'll see you next time.